Why, hello again. Funny I meet you here on this video. Well, welcome to this video. We're going to be going through a free code camp lesson on this one. This is building a teacher chatbot. We're inside JavaScript and we're finishing up the lesson that we kind of started a couple of videos ago. And we are on steps 8. We're going to go ahead and finish this out. I think right now there might be 17 steps inside this. And if this is your first time joining, thank you so much for joining. And if you are here to learn about JavaScript, you came to the right channel, because what I do is I go at these modules from an instructor's point of view. So you're definitely going to learn something along the way. So let's go ahead and dive right into the code here. And so what I have up on my screen is our step number 8. And again, remember, if you are not on this step, I do have another video going through steps 1 through 7. And like I said, we're just continuing on with this journey here. Right now, it says, now it's time to get the length of the topic string. Okay, this is the topic string that we have up here. And it also says that we want to use template literals. And again, we've been utilizing that right here with the backticks that you can see right here, as what I'm pointing out to you. These little backticks that you see right there. And as far as what we want to do here, it says start off by outputting the message. And again, we're just going to do a real quick, simple console log with this. And it says, here is an example of using the length property on the word, and that's going to be of the topic. And it says, remember to replace the square bracket topic with the actual topic variable. And so again, we have some other examples of what code that we used for this. And then it says, add a second console log statement that outputs the length of the topic string to the console. Real simple what it's asking us to do. Let's go ahead and go right into the code. I'm going to go ahead and just do a console.log, and we have those left and right parentheses on there. The next thing is we want to go ahead and add the backticks. That's what's going to allow us to do the template literals that are going to be inside here. And then we want to follow that up with, again, I'm just going to grab this real quick and paste it in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and modify this, because it says we want to reference the actual variable. And to do that, again, we've gone through this before, and you can kind of see right here with the $, curly bracket, and then topic. So that's what we're going to do right here, is we're just going to simply replace that. We're going to do the $, curly bracket, and that just indicates with the JavaScript that we plan on introducing in some a variable or some logic that we want to put in there that is JavaScript related. And so we can go ahead and type in here topic, and we should see now that here's an example of using the property length on the word strings. Okay, and again, we put topic in here. We didn't put strings. That's a variable, right? And that variable comes from up here that we put in strings. And I can add a couple more S's in here, and you can see that it's adding them right there as well. Again, it's just something else to note. And then lastly, here, it wants us to go ahead and add another console log here with the length, meaning like how long is the word with text. And so we can come down here and we'll just do another console log. And for this, we don't need to put backticks on there or anything. We can just do the name out the variable, which is topic, and then we want to access the property of length. And then we should see 7 on here. Okay, so I believe that's all that it's wanting. Let's go ahead and click on check our code. Congratulations, the code passes. And also don't forget, in all my videos, I always mention something a little bit about the semicolons. They are optional in JavaScript. Sometimes I forget them, but however prettier, we'll go ahead and put those in there for us. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next step. So step number 9 here with the workshop of building a teacher chatbot for FreeCodeCamp. It says that the next part of this workshop is we want to review accessing characters from the string. And we first want to start off by outputting this message. And it says, don't forget to remember to replace the square bracket subject with the actual subject variable that we use and utilize proper template literal syntax. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this. And now I'm going to go ahead and go to the code here. And we're just going to do another console log. And we want to use those backticks like we've done in the previous one. And I'm going to go ahead and paste in exactly what the instructions wanted me to type out. And then I'm just going to revamp this just a little bit. And so instead of subject, I can go ahead and remove the first part. I'll do $ curly bracket. And then I'm going to remove the square bracket here that it gave us. And I'm going to put in the curly bracket. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this. I need to make sure I spelled console right. And now we can see this right here on the screen, which is here's an example of accessing the first letter in the word and then JavaScript. Again, notice that we did not have to type in the word JavaScript. We did earlier because it's referenced up here at the very top as a variable. Okay, so I believe this is all that it's wanting us to do at this point, and then we're going to access the letter in the next step, but we're going to go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and check our code. We got the congratulations. We're ready to move on. So step number 10, it says in previous lessons, you learned how to access characters in a string like this, and it gives us some example code. The example code that it gave us is we have a simple variable here of first name, and it assigned it the word or the string of Jessica. And when we come over here, we can take a look at this. This is the variable name. Go ahead and highlight that. And then we notice that we have these square brackets. Now, these square brackets represent, hey, we plan on kind of like slicing up each one of these letters into their own little bucket. And if you remember from programming lessons, right, we've learned that everything is zero based. So that's what it's telling us down here. It says, remember that the index number starts with 0. The first letter in the string will be indexed at 0. And so what I always tell students is to imagine that you're slicing this word up into a bucket, and you are starting off with bucket number 0, and you're throwing the J in there. And then bucket number 1 has the E. And so that might be a little bit of a hard concept, but once you start realizing that, hey, when we are talking about programming, everything is zero based, and it's starting off with 0. And so that's why if we name the variable or call out the variable name, and then we can come up and do the square bracket notation, it's going to go ahead and say, hey, this is referring to a J. Now, I don't know why they comment on here, returns a J. That is not a function by any means, so I don't know what they mean by this. But it says start by adding a console statement, and inside the console statement, we want to output that very first letter of subject and the variable utilizing bracket notation. So what it's wanting us to do, let's go ahead and go to the code, and we're just going to do a console log, and we're going to start off with the word subject. So we now see JavaScript is spelled out down here. And at this point, we can go ahead and add in our square brackets. So notice that we have an opening and closing square bracket that it put in there for us. And if I want to grab the very first letter of the subject, then again, it's 0 based. And so I can just go ahead and put a 0 in there, and then we have the J on there. Or the J for JavaScript, right? And if I wanted to get the next letter, then I can come in here and I can put a 1 in there, and it just keeps on moving along the entire length of the word. So anyways, it just wants us to put 0 in there. That grabs the first letter. Let's go ahead and check our work on this. I believe that's all that it really wants us to do. We got the congratulations, and we're ready to move on to the next step. So step number 11 in building a teacher chatbot for FreeCodeCamp, it tells us now it's time to access the second letter. I guess we kind of went to that on our last step, but it says start by adding a console statement, and they provide us with a console statement. And then it says, remember to replace subject. Okay, we will. And we want to make sure that we're utilizing template literals for the syntax. So nothing that we haven't seen before. And then we want to add another console statement that outputs the second letter of the subject variable utilizing bracket notation and the correct index number. So again, the second number. And so in the back of your minds, you need to be thinking, all right, even though we just went through this, what is the second letter? And remember that everything is 0 based, and that will definitely kind of help you out here. I'm just going to start off with grabbing the text that it wants us to console log. And now it's time to go to the code. So we'll just do a real quick console log and then backticks. And then I'm going to paste in what it wanted. And I will just change this to the $ curly bracket and then subject. Okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do the console log of subject. And this is where I want to use those square bracket notations like we saw earlier. And I want the second letter. And so if I want the second letter, remember it's 0 based. And so we just need to go back one. And instead of it being 2, we need it to be 1. And that's going to help us out. Okay. Let's go ahead and check our work. Make sure that it's what it wanted. And looks like it is. We got the congratulations. We're moving on to the next step. Step number 12 in building a teacher chatbot with FreeCodeCamp. It tells us that now it's time to access the last letter of the string. We can start by adding another console statement that outputs this message here. And then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here with the way to do this, which is we want to replace the subject with the actual value of the word subject. And we want to go ahead and utilize the template literal. So it doesn't look like it wants us to console log it quite yet. It might explain that in the next one. All we have to do is grab this, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to the code and console log it. I'll use my backticks. I'll paste it. And hopefully when you guys are going through this as well, that you're going to pick up on the pattern and you will just go ahead and grab what you need, copy, paste, and it's just going to be second nature by this is our third time typing this part out. And so hopefully that's all it's wanting. Let's go ahead and check our code. Congratulations. We're moving on to the next step here. All right, so looking at step number 13 real quickly, I'm kind of glad that they are teaching it this way. However, I'm still confused with the returns A kind of thing. But anyways, the way that they are making you go at this is how are we going to grab that last letter? And of course, you could totally count it up yourself, right? And you're like, all right, well, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so if I went ahead and did this, it would be 7, but I need to subtract 1 in my head. And so that's going to be 6. So I can just do first name square bracket 6, and you would get the same answer, right? And what it's trying to tell you to do here is, hey, let JavaScript do the hard work for you. And I'm going to show you in the code here that it makes it very dynamic. Okay. And what do I mean by dynamic is, well, what if Jessica's name Robert instead? And we're trying to grab the last letter from Robert, but we're trying to hard code in a number. It just doesn't make sense. And like I said, I'll show you that here when we go over this part here. But it does say, hey, we can take the string length and subtract 1. It will always give us the last index. So I'm glad that FreeCodeCamp kind of put that in here for us. And it says, let's go ahead and create a new variable here called last character. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And then we want to assign it the value of the last character in the subject variable. Let's go to the code. Let's do our console log. And not console log quite yet, but we might. It says console log the last character. So I'm going to save that for down here. But we want to create a variable here, const, and then we will call that last character. And then we want to set that equal to, it kind of gives us the answer. We want subject, and then we want to grab the last character on there. And so what we can do is we can go like this. We can do the square bracket, and then we're going to do subject.length -1. And then we can go ahead and console the last character. And you can see that we got a T down here because the last letter of JavaScript is a T. And if I were to come up here and let's find out where subject is. And if we come up right here, if we were to add an S to the end of this, now we see an S. If I put an X, you can see that this is the dynamic part of doing it in JavaScript this way by utilizing the length. And so a lot of times when I see students do this, and they will go ahead and count this up, right? So JavaScript, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so they'll come down here and they will just do subject, and I'll go ahead and get rid of that, and they will just put like 9, and they get it, right? I see a T down here, that worked. But what if I said JavaScripts instead? I still get the T. I don't get the very last letter. And so that's kind of where that whole concept of, hey, let's make it dynamic. Let's go ahead and do it right. And inside the square box here, we need to reference the subject variable. We're going to take the length of that, which is 10, and then we're going to subtract 1, and this makes it very dynamic. Okay, so that is why we do that. So let's go and check our code. Congratulations, we're ready to move on. Step number 14 in building a teacher chatbot. It says on here, for the last part of this workshop, we're going to review how to find the index position of a substring in a string. Remember that the substring is a part of the string. And so first, it wants us to go ahead and start a variable called learning is fun sentence. And then we want to assign it the value of learning is fun. So for that, let's go ahead and go to the code. First, we'll just go ahead and do a const, and then we'll grab the variable here. And then we want to set that equal to learning is fun. And that's all it's really wanting us to do here. We'll put the semicolon in there, and let's go ahead and check our code. Congratulations, we're moving on to the next step here. So step number 15, looks like it's some busy work. It just wants us to do a real simple console log. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So it says the next step here, let's go ahead and add another console statement that outputs the string. And so I'm just going to grab this string real quick, and I'm going to console log it. There we go. This is what it looks like here. And so we just have that simple console log, and the string, we should now see it down here towards the bottom of the screen. And let's go ahead and check our code. Congratulations, we're moving on. Okay, so step number 16 here. It says, in previous lessons, we learned how to work with the index of method. It provides us with an example code. If we take a look at the example code here, it will go ahead and return where did it find it at in the string. If it cannot find it, it's going to return a -1, which is what we see here, because if we try to run this and it tries to find hate, it's not going to find it. It's just going to return a -1. However, when we look at it from this point of view, it's going to search that entire string. It's going to find the first occurrence of the word love, and it's going to mark its position of where it first found it. And so if you're like, hey, why is it reporting back 2? Remember, if we're breaking each one of these things up here that we see, we're slicing it up and putting it in its own buckets. Even a space gets their own bucket. The I goes in bucket 0. The space that we see here goes in bucket 1. And then we get to the love part, and because it matched, there you go. It found it in the index of 2 position within the substring here. Okay, so what it wants us to do, it wants us to do a console log. It wants us to take the sentence that we just got done creating, which is this one right here. So we're going to console log it. We're going to do learning is fun. And then the next thing that it wants us to do is it wants us to do .index of, and then in the parentheses here, we want the quote, and we want learning. Okay. So I'll go ahead and have that there on the screen here for you. But we're going to put the semicolon on there. We're taking a look at the position, and it is in the 0 position because if we look, let's take a look here. Learning, where did it find it at? And if you look right here, it found it in the 0 position. Remember, everything is 0 indexed. Okay. If I were to change this to fun, I get the 12th position. Okay. So hopefully you see that. Hopefully you see what's going on there. And I'm just going to change that back to learning. And as of right now, it is case sensitive, I believe. If I go ahead and do lowercase learning, notice that I get a -1 down here, which means that it didn't find it. But we went ahead and uppercased it, and of course, it's going to find it at 0. Let's go ahead and check our code. And it looks like we're ready to move on to the next section. All right, so it seems like I jumped ahead again, but we're in step number 17. We want to do another console log of this, but this time we want to look for the word fun. And we want to go ahead and also, it says below that console statement, add another console statement that outputs the result of the index of lowercase learning. And we just got done doing that, but let's go ahead and go through it. Again, this is my first time going through these modules. And like I said, I'm trying to go through this from an instructor's point of view. And so that's what I would teach in a live class. So it looks like we're all on the same page for FreeCodeCamp. So instead of me typing this all out, I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'll put this right here. And the very first one, it wants me to go ahead and do the word fun. And we see down here, it is number 12, just like what we saw earlier. I'm going to put my semicolon on there. Next, it wants me to do the lowercase learning. So we'll go ahead and do learning. And this is where we're going to get the -1. And we see that right down here at the very bottom of the terminal. Okay. So those are the two things that they wanted us to do. And let's go ahead and check our code. Congratulations. We're getting ready for the last step, I believe. All right. I believe this is the last one here, step number 18. And it says, hey, you can tell by the last console statement output that we got a -1. And the reason that we got that is because lowercase learning is totally different than uppercase learning, right? Who knew? But in programming language, that is different. Now, if I was teaching this live, people would always probably be thinking, hey, is there a way to get that to work? Because it shouldn't be -1. It should be. And there is a way to do that. And if you are wanting to explore that, this is what I would end up doing is I would just go ahead and come up here, learning is fun sentence. Instead of doing an immediate index of, I would do 2 lowercase, left and right parenthesis, and then add another dot. And now you can see that it does, in fact, put a 0 on there. So we're now comparing apples to apples now, and it doesn't care that it's either uppercase or lowercase because this is lowercase. Now, here's the next question that a student might ask is, what if we capitalize this? Well, now we get the -1 again. So again, you can treat that as is there, but just know that typically what you end up doing is comparing a lowercase to a lowercase, and that's how you're going to be going about it. Okay. All right. Next on here, it just wants us to do a real last console log here. We'll do a console.log. We'll see if any of my alterations that I just did up here are going to affect the test, but I doubt it. And it just wants me to go ahead and grab this part here where it says, I hope that you've enjoyed learning today. And it just wants us to console log that. And so I'm going to go ahead and go to the code here, paste it in there. And if I scroll down enough, we'll see that I misspelled console again. It says, I hope that you enjoyed learning today. Let's go ahead and check our code. We got the congratulations, it passed everything. So with that being said, I hope that you really enjoyed this lesson here. I know it might be a little long-winded, but again, these lessons aren't here to give you the direct answers. It's going to kind of give you, hey, this is from an instructor point of view type of answer and get you thinking on the right path. We took a little detour towards the end. Hopefully all those explanations worked out. And I would love to see you in the Code Zone community in the school group, because that's where you're going to get a lot more information, a lot more help. And like I said, it really helps support us here with all these lessons and tutorials and bringing them to you. All right. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.